Hey, you guys, don't forget, August 19th and 20th is this year's winery and boat party event. We have a whole winery to ourselves all Friday night. We will be picking you guys up in a charter bus from the Domain Host Hotel location, and we'll be taking you back, so no one's drinking and driving. Wine on me, food on me. Also, on Saturday, we'll have the afternoon, 3:30 to 7:30 to ride the boat party. We'll be drinking, we'll be having a good time, and we'll be two-stepping on the boat. I hope you're ready. Or we'll do a line dance, Cupid shuffle, you know. And it's going to be a great year. Everybody's been cooped up in the house, and now it's time to get out and enjoy life. Listen, I look forward to seeing you in Austin, Texas this year, August 19th through 20th, and a lot of my friends are coming. We got some great sponsors so far for the boat party, and we'll be sharing that shortly with you guys later. What's up, everybody? This is your girl Ericka from the CLASSYIT blog. What is an influencer? What is a motivator? What is a inspirer? What is someone who motivates you to do new things? That's our question today. If you're new here, this is Ericka Williams from the CLASSYIT blog, author of the Smartphone Millionaire book, How to Invest in People, Businesses, and Real Estate for the Palm of Your Hand. You can get it in the description links, or you can get it on Amazon. It's been there for years. I think sometimes we have this impression that in order for people to get paid, they need to be doing a physical, hard labor service. Some people have it in their mind, in their mindsets, that if someone isn't working hard, sweat of their brow, working like a mule, they're not working. That's why you have such this push against blue collar versus white collar. And you also have a lot of men in the chat say, blue collar's bad on your body. No, your uncle just didn't wear a back brace or didn't lift properly. That's just not true, right? All blue collar's not hard on your body. You also have to look at the behaviors of those blue collar folks. Are they eating healthy vegetables? Are they walking, jogging every weekend? Are they drinking smoothies, right? These are some of the stereotypes people have, that they just go out and the work's just so hard it beats them down. And that's just not true. Sitting in a chair is terrible for you. Even driving, truck drivers have a shorter lifespan, and I think it's a combination of the food and the long, long hours of sitting. So we have these arguments that are based in beliefs, right? And if a belief isn't a fact, then it's not real. Just point blank period. Influencers out here, and I'm always careful with the term, you know, there's a page called Influencers Gone Wow, click it here, Peter, that makes fun of influencers in the wow. And yes, some of those people need to be made fun of. They're just doing too much in public, no shame, no kind of accountability. But the key here is, should they be compensated? A lot of y'all would love to come on the internet, aka Twitter. Twitter's a prime example, and just cough up
incoming
your thoughts.
Call. Press the pickup.
Just cough up your thoughts. Just vomit your emotions all over the internet with no rhyme or reason. And those type of posts shouldn't be compensated. Those type of things shouldn't be compensated. They just shouldn't. Now, when people come out here with thoughtful, curated content that is well designed, well filmed, well edited, as this video should be, thank you, Peter, those people deserve to be compensated. All right? Even if you remember how Vine and all these apps, when these apps don't find ways for people to be compensated, they lose interest. Because attention is a hell of a drug. It's a hell of a drug, right? Put Rick James up there. Attention is a hell of a drug. But what's sad is these people wake up and realize they have to be paid. They have to be compensated. They have to pay bills. And what happens is you have a lot of people out there who are in two categories, resentment or entitlement. You know, I'm on this platform, I should be paid, right? I should be making all the killer money. And resentment, where people look at it, well, they're just making money off people. They're really not living that life. And I always used to, prime example I love using is Brian Tracy. Put Brian Tracy up here, Peter. He's an author of probably like 30 books or more. You know, he about to be up there with Ash Cash, right? Put Ash Cash up here, Peter. Find him on Instagram as Ash Cash. They wrote a ton of books, but they were working 9 to 5s, right? And Ash Cash is, you know, job free at this point. But Brian Tracy spoke at all over, conferences all over the United States for 30, 40 years. And was writing books every year. But guess what? He still had that job. And many people will say, well, you know, he was working hard. He was taking care of his family, all these different reasons. But I think we live in a society and economy now where if you can make enough money off whatever digital real estate you come up with, or coaching or wellness, and it's reasonable for you and your family, enjoy yourself. You should be compensated. and live reasonably. This is where the minimalist movement pulls in a lot of people, where, hey, all this buying crap that you don't need, and your kids are going to be, they're going to play with the toy for 2 days and be over it. I get it. Right? But my content isn't throwaway content. My hours of my life isn't throwaway hours. My films I record are not throwaway. The hours I put in content and courses, right? No matter what people say anything about my courses, I've taken a lot of people's courses, and some of my staff has taken a lot of people's courses, and I know I do good work. I've seen comparative stuff, and I'm like, baby, I should be charging 10x, right? But that's just it. It's the value we place on it, right? You have people like Kevin Samuels and other folks making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month off YouTube, and they should be rightly compensated, because what is an influencer? Again, let's describe it. It's somebody who inspires. It is someone who motivates. It is someone who puts you a catalyst to change yourself. So for me, as long as those people fit those categories, I'm okay with it. And are there people being compensated for being drug dealers? Are there people being compensated for being bad content creators or gossip channels and all this silly mess? Of course, always. Right? Because they're inspiring the uninspired. They're inspiring the bums. They're inspiring the dusties, the dustinas. They're inspiring the people who want to blame somebody else for how their life turned out. Of course, 100%. Right? But at the end of the day, guess what? You got to turn this computer off. And you got to face real life. You got to walk in the grocery store and pay real prices. You got to go out here and get real with what you are and who you are. When you step out the house, you're not behind that computer. You're not a keyboard warrior, right? We make a term for that, right? All these people, I would have joined the military, but my ankles and my knees and my asthma. But you didn't, right? So I hope when I'm on this channel, I'm giving you guys a great opportunity to see real life, right? Real inspiration from various guests. Yesterday I brought on Asia Denson out of Detroit. Put her picture here, Peter. And that's my girl. That's my friend. I love the friendship and the relationship, and her continued strives to make Detroit better, to do quality work. And people are like, oh, Ericka, you said Detroit was over, it's down, it's all this. I said, if you actually listen to me, when a city or state doesn't enforce property rights, people don't play that shit, and they take their money elsewhere. This is facts every day, all day. Are there corporations and countries out there, Sweden, Israel, all these places still investing money in Detroit? Of course. Are there people still doing flips out there? Of course. There's different sides of every city. There's still people buying stuff in New York. There's still people moving and buying things in California. Does it mean it's where I'm going to keep lounging a ton of my money? Not really. Right? It has to be the right project, the right fit, the right formula, the right everything, right? My goal is always to give you guys a very transparent view of life and investing. And I can look at an area and look at 1 or 2 deals in an area and it still be worth it, and not write off a whole city. See, the problem is a lot of people just want a yes or no answer, and they want to be spoon-fed. If you're on this channel to be spoon-fed, it's the wrong channel. It's the wrong channel, right? If you want me to say everything's going to crash and your 40,000 a year is going to be so much money because everything's crashing and the houses are going to be 100K again and food will be cheap and plentiful. I'm sorry. That's not what the economy's telling me, right? I think we're going to be more in a stagflation, and we've talked about this. We've talked about this multiple times. My job on here is to inspire you and motivate you to put you and your family in a position where it doesn't matter what the economy's doing. You're still going to be able to get fresh food and fresh meat and have your lights on and travel at what you desire. And unfortunately, a lot of people out here are wishing for the old times to come back. The good old days to come back. I wish this was still the way it was, and like these modern women and these modern men. And it's unfortunate because they rather live what it should be, this ideal world that doesn't exist, than actually living in the present, living in the now. Because we don't live forever, y'all. A lot of y'all gonna wake up and be 40 and 50 and miserable as hell. Miserable as hell. Never traveled, never done anything different. Never gone to different type of music concerts, right? I posted something about going to country music concerts and people were just slamming me on the internet like, girl, stay away from there. And I'm like, y'all are so scared. Just like when I said I go in women's travel groups, because it's just safety in numbers, and I'd rather somebody else plan the travel group because I just want to show up and enjoy the travel. And people are like, oh, y'all scared of Africans. And I'm like, no, I just don't want to be scammed. I don't want to be treated poorly. I don't want to be brushed up on. I don't want to be harassed, right? In America, we claim that, it's the Me Too culture. But if you ever go in any other country, and that's how I know y'all don't travel. This is how I know y'all don't go nowhere. It's very much aggressive. I'll touch you and I'll take you if I want to culture in many places. In many countries, like in Europe's. Not like, oh, it's just Africa. No. Greece, Europe, all these places. Are women mostly safe in those cities and places? Yeah, because tourism, they want your money. But are there just nonstop stories of assaults and different crazy stuff going on overseas? All the time. It's a different mentality. They don't have to be nice. They ain't America. It ain't America. They don't have to be nice. They don't have to say, if you say no, they don't have to do that, right? They can act a fool. And so I want you to be able to put yourself and your family in a position where, if this channel inspires you, great. If it inspires you to put some more money away, invest, great. And do I expect to be compensated for my time? For sure. Baby, don't get it twisted. But I do want you to come along for the ride. And we do have fun things we're going to do and fun events we're going to go do. All right, the Classy Climb Boat Party, August 19th and 20th. On top of, I'll be in Panama speaking. I'd love to see some of you there, July 5th through the 8th in Panama City, Panama. There's a lot of stuff that we all can do and grow and be inspired and motivate each other in. And I hope that what this channel continues to do for you guys, because that's what I want it to do. That's what I'm hoping it does, I really hope that that you're getting something out of this and you're taking action. So, this is your girl Ericka, Classy Climb Blog. Later.